Hello. You caught me in the middle of a sip of a drink, but I'm fine. I did not die from choking on that soda. My name's Green. This is my lovely cast. We're here playing Safe Mode Disabled, which is their Kickstarter did end, but you can still support them on there. So the link will circle around once the donation feed goes. But let's go around, have you guys introduce yourselves using your name, your pronouns, your characters' names, what archetype and avatar they are, and then we'll start with the game. So starting off, I got Zoop here.
Hi, I'm Zoop. My pronouns are she, her. My mother calls me Supriya, and I'm going to be playing Leela Lahiri. And she is the cosplayer IRL and the engineer in as an avatar.
Fantastic. Okay, let's jump on over to Amelia.
Hello, I'm Amelia. You can find me everywhere at Disabled Dystopian, and I am playing Monique Neek Jackson, who is the streamer, but in the game, she goes by Authentique the Healer.
Fantastic. And then we're going to jump on over to Taylor.
Hello, everybody. I am Taylor Murchie. I go by they, them pronouns. I will be playing Corey Bryant today, who is IRL the Geek, but also known as XX Reactor Core XX, the DPS.
And last but certainly not least, we got Aubrey.
Hi, I'm Aubrey. On most places, you can find me at Aubrey Liliana with a bunch of A's at the end. I'll be playing Amani Rahim, who's IRL a veteran, and in the game, I'll be playing XO Powder Puff Squirrel XO, who is a berserker.
Fantastic. And for those of you who don't know, this is a Code Lyoko inspired story. I saw Static Block and not Static Block. I saw Safe Mode Disabled and I instantly thought I want to put this in the Code Lyoko universe because I'm a freaking nerd and I can't help it. So I'm going to read you guys out the game plot that I have for everybody here and then we'll get started with the game. So first of all, for the past year, our lovely group here have all gotten to know one another as they attended Hudson University. I placed them in the university, brought together by their gaming club. About 3 months ago, one of them discovered an abandoned factory with a massive supercomputer AI. The group came together the next day to investigate and got sucked into its virtual reality simulation where they found themselves fighting bugs with corrupted code. And using their gaming prowesses to maneuver their virtual superpowers, the group was able to escape by removing what they labeled as the static block, a stream of energy that has beamed up to the towers in this virtual reality game. And it eventually brought them back into the real world, consistently being attacked by the bugs every time they jump in. You see, what happens is that this supercomputer, now that it's activated, is messing some stuff up in the real world, and our group needs to jump into their virtual reality world to try to stop the computer from its connection to what's going on. And every time they do that, it starts the day over, jumping their consciousness to an earlier version of themselves in a timeline. It might sound complicated. It's not at all. What are you talking about? So we're going to go ahead and start our day. It's another regular day here at Hudson University. And all of you have classes, whether early in the morning or late in the afternoon. But what's always consistent is that at the end of the day, you have gaming club. But what is your day looking like on average? Let's start with Aubrey, and you can popcorn it when you're done.
I think for Amani, her day, she probably wakes up a little later than she probably should. She's always consistently tired. Even when she puts on makeup, like she always has like heavy under eye bags. So she like puts a little concealer under her eyes. Um, she probably doesn't study at all. She just probably rocks up to class having barely read the materials, uh, and is just going about her day, just sort of like on autopilot, not really thinking, not really caring. And that's how she's going about her day today for sure. I think I'm gonna popcorn to Zoop.
So Leela, she wakes up. When she wakes up, she rolls over, and the first thing she feels is ow, because she's rolled over onto a needle that is still attached into the project that she was working on as she fell asleep last night. So that is a standard issue. She likens it to being scratched by a cat. You know, the all of her costumes are her cats. They scratch back. It happens. She puts on, it is like a dark pair of shorts, because it's, you know, it's not cold outside, right? Or is it?
We'll say it's probably winter just finished up. So spring.
Winter just finished up. Okay, so then she's still wearing, like, you know, a modest pair of pants and a dark colored shirt. Nothing really standing out. She's 4'10". The only like interesting thing about her, if you're looking, is like some blue streaks in the front, a la Rogue, except instead of like white, they're kind of blue. And she she goes to class, and she's like very standard. You would think, if you didn't know anything about her, you would think that she's very boring, like got like you know, your normal dunks, like a simple meal at Dunks, like very quiet, usually has her headphones in, but isn't like singing out loud, like, you know, takes notes pretty diligently at work, or in class. I've got work on the brain, takes notes pretty diligently in class, and is just very quiet for the most part. And we'll end this with her just walking, you know, towards club. And I will bounce it to Corey.
All right, the Corster, as he tries to get people to call him. He wakes up. He's one of those people that aggravatingly doesn't seem to need a lot of sleep. He took mostly afternoon classes so that he could work as a barista in the morning, because he is saving up to eventually buy a storefront for an LGS. So he goes in, he's able to do his barista thing with the fedora on. He's got some, you know, flare pins on the fedora. He's wearing a Pokemon printed like Hawaiian style shirt, and like a Tommy Bahama but with Pokemon. And he wears the same pair of skinny jeans. He has several pairs of the same pair. He does wash his pants, but he wears like black skinny jeans pretty much every single day of the week with a pair of Chucks. His hair is messy and curly and doesn't really have a certain style to it. And he, after work, he goes diligently to class, and then he goes diligently to tutor some people, and then he goes very diligently to gaming club, where he probably is the last one to leave most days.
And who will you bounce it to?
Bounce it to Amelia.
I'm so glad I get to go last, because this is gonna be a whole thing. So Neek, first thing she does is wake up, big stretch, and before she moves, she waves and says, "Good morning, chat," because she is live right now. She live streams through her sleeping and everything. And she gets up. She's got like a nice little TOS approved pajama set on. It's covered in Dragonites from Pokemon. Because that is her favorite Pokemon, because it's my favorite Pokemon. And then she does not live in a dorm. She lives on like an off-campus apartment. It's probably technically still a dorm, but you know, it's just less the dorm. And she goes and she has her little device that she uses, and as she goes up to her computer and she's like, good morning, it's time to carpe that diem, Nikki's, let's go. And then like when she goes to a different room, she presses the button so that the webcam that's connected to her network will show her audience her going into the bathroom while she brushes her teeth, and she's like, start that 2-minute timer, and she waits the whole 2 minutes and then flosses and then does up her hair and deodorant, and then she hits the button again, and it goes to a second camera that's in the bathroom that does not show the shower. As she goes and she gets in the shower, there's a microphone in the shower so she can still talk though, and the whole time she's playing safe for streaming like copyright or like pre-approved music. It's a lot of like local punk bands that have agreed to let her put them on stream. She gets to go to all these people's shows for free because they have been selling out their tickets ever since she started streaming their music. She gets it all nice and done. Today is wash day for her locks, so she washes her locks down. But then when she's done, she puts on like a wrap a little bit, and then like waits, talks to chat for like 10 minutes, and then goes and puts on a wig. It's a bright blue wig, and then she goes, "Wait a minute. Do we think my friend is gonna have blue in her hair today?" Probably. And then she takes the wig off and it's just the wet locks. And she's like, it's fine. Remember, we're all about authenticity here. And then she puts on her big, bright baby blue Doc Martens, her skin tight skinny jeans, like a black top, and her like black leather jacket that's covered in pins and different patches that she's sewn on. And she's like, anyway, time to go to class. And she pulls out her selfie stick and the little like wristband that you can put your phone onto so that she can talk and chat and monitor the stream. And she attaches the microphone at her collar and she makes her way to school.
Fantastic. Okay, I love all this already. You guys are great.
This girl is giving free lectures and education to so many people by just bringing a microphone to class.
Yes. Which she has gotten in trouble for many times, but she is so popular that they are getting more applicants, which means more money. So the principal has given her permission, as long as like maybe her mic is not quite as good as picking up things that are far away.
Mhm.
So, you know,
as long as you use a shitty mic, it's okay.
that picks you up, but not the rest. So when she's
Yeah.
in class, it's a bad mic, but when she's out of class, it's a good mic.
Right. Okay. To give you some more visual of what this university looks like, it's a pretty big type of university. So you're talking several buildings, several blocks and yards for different majors and divisions. There's a lot of also separate colleges within the university with specific majors involved as well. So it's pretty normal for people to bike from one end to another. There are self-driving golf carts. There are people who go rollerblading. There are also people who just walk to get the exercise in. But I'm going to have you guys roll to see how well you do in your classes today. And as we mentioned before, in this system, it is a dual character sheet system where you have an IRL stat block and then also a in virtual reality stat block. For IRL, you're going to pick one of the stats that we have available that relates to your major. Your stats, so I can share with the stream for those who are unaware with the game, are cool, alert, tough, smart, quick, and life, which is more for your HP. But pick one of those that will relate to your major for your IRL sheets, and we'll go from there. We'll go ahead and start with Taylor.
Alrighty, Corey is a business major, a la opening an LGS. So he's gonna roll smart for this one, and that's 2d6 plus my smart.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
We are using a PDPA system for this. So it's a 2d6 system, and that is a 6 or less is a failure, a 7 to a 9 is a partial success, and a 10 plus is a full success.
I got a 6.
Okay, so what that means is basically I get to make a move against you narratively in this regard for your classes. Seeing as you didn't do that well, we'll go ahead and say that unfortunately Corey did forget that there was an assignment due that day in class. And because of that, you have to go see the teacher after class for a little meeting. So they called you in there to kind of see what's going on. How did this happen? So do you want to go ahead and role play that scene out now?
I would absolutely love to.
All right. How do you enter this office?
I think he is one of those geeks that is pretty buddy with the teacher. So he takes his electric scooter to school every single day. So he's pulling up with the electric scooter like on his back. And he like kind of opens the door and he's like, "Oh, hey, teach."
Hey, Corey, go ahead, sit down. This teacher is kind of like one of those younger, cool, hip teachers that just finished their masters and haven't really hit tenure yet. So they're really, really nice and try not to lose their job. So he's sitting there at his desk and he's like, the assignment was due today. I was just wondering what happened, what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Work's been crazy the past week because we just released a new drink and all, the teenagers from around here showing up in droves with their packs and everything. And then my tutoring kid's not really doing as well as I was hoping he would be doing. And I'm sorry, Teach. It just really slipped my mind.
Well, I just did want to let you know because you did miss the assignment. That does have to go on your record with your grade. And the deadlines are kind of tight here. And unless you can give me a really good excuse to turn it in late, he winks a couple of times. I really can't give you an extension on that deadline.
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, it is done. I did finish it. I just kind of slipped my mind and I forgot it at home. I can run back and get it if you want me to.
If you can get it to me in the morning, because I completely understand that your grandfather had a heart attack, that is totally fine.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Mhm.
Old Gramps. Yeah. Real tough on my heart right now.
Yeah. Oh, completely understand family emergency. So I'll see you in the morning with that paper.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. All right. You're good to go. Thank you.
Later, Teach.
Bye. And now we're going to jump on over. Let's go, Amelia, your character. Let's go ahead. What stat would you consider for Nick's major?
Nick is a double major, marketing and I want to say counseling, but it's more like I think that's like psychology. So I would use cool.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Ooh, that's a full success. So I'm going to give you complete narrative control on how you carpe diem this day.
Beautiful. She has two, like where her headlights are, right above her headlights are two other webcams attached to her electric scooter, which is white, blue, and pink with the colors of the trans flag because she is trans. And where there is enough space, there are Dragonites and Ampharos. There's a Dragonite and an Ampharos and a Tyranitar. She is a known Pokemon streamer, and her go-to team is the decal on her scooter. And she is driving to school. She gets there, gets to all of her classes, does insanely well. Everyone has a great time. She gives a stellar presentation. And then after she turns in a major assignment that her chat has watched her work on for the last 2 days, she goes, she says, subs in chat if you think I aced that, and 50 gifted subs come in.
Great. That sounds perfect. All right, you really did that shit. Okay. We'll jump on over to Aubrey. So, what kind of stat are you looking for your major for Amani? For Amani.
Amani is a video game developer because her parents are video game developers, so she's just like, I'm just gonna do what they did. I imagine that's probably gonna be smart. Uh,
Okay, yeah.
so I'm gonna roll 2d6. I add nothing to smart, so let's cross our fingers. That's a 6.
Okay, that's our second 6. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. So going through your tech classes and everything, you are having a lot of trouble understanding the concept on this new subject that's happening. And the teacher is not doing a great job at breaking it down as much as they can, but they're going around and just picking random students to answer questions. And you got picked on in this one particular lecture. And they said, Armani, did you read chapter 4 in regards to Python development?
I'm not gonna hold you. No.
Did you really just say that to okay. Have you
Did you want me
read
to lie? I can lie.
No, did you read anything about Python development?
I read some of it for sure. I definitely read like the table of contents. I read that part, and that was very elucidating.
You only read the table of contents?
It tells you a lot. It tells you where to go to find where you want to look at stuff.
You do know that the Python development is only a section, a chapter in this book.
Mm. I feel like that wasn't properly conveyed to me.
All right. Well, next time you come in, I would like you to make a presentation on Python development to share for the rest of the class.
Okay. I think Amani under her breath is going to be like, so I'm doing your job.
Moving on, and they will continue on, but now you have this extra assignment under your belt and probably a mark on your record from this teacher moving forward. But that's kind of how your day goes. Unfortunately, it's not the best, but we're going to go ahead and jump over to Zoop's character. So what majors Leela? What stat do you think would be associated with it?
I think Leela is I think that she is like a theater major with, a maybe like theater and history double major, but it's all based on like costumes. So like the concentration is in history is like, clothing throughout history, and like the making of clothing. I just saw there's this lady who is trying to make a dress for herself out of the flax that she grows on her own property. And so it's been going for like 62 weeks now, and she's like, it's incredible. So I think this is going to be Leela in the future. But and then like costuming for theaters, because she's good at making costumes, and that's probably how she's going to make the money to afford that flax field. So I think that
My dream is to make a dress out of flax. I love it.
I think we're gonna go with smart, which is a 0 because I can't think of a good reason why it would be cool or tough. So we're just gonna go with smart. I mean, we could use my craft skill from in the game, but I don't think we can.
I mean, if it's I'll allow it.
Oh, then I
want.
will use my +3 craft.
Yeah. So that's a great way to kind of talk about the stats in our avatar thing while you're rolling. So in our internet avatars, we have mana, armor, power, craft, speed, and HP. And the game does encourage kind of swapping between the two little stats for fun, comedic effects, story moments. So no problem. What was your roll?
Awesome. So it's so good that I did that because I rolled a 6, but with my +3 craft, that is a 9.
Okay, so a 9 makes it a partial success. So with a partial success, you kind of get a good day going, but there is just a little hiccup in the road. How do you usually travel? You said you usually walk from place to place at the
Yes.
university? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to class, everything's fine and dandy, and you're doing great in your classes, but it seems like when you're going from your alternative construction class to one of your core classes, like
Works
English.
for me. Works for me.
Somebody does kind of bump into you, and unfortunately, you sprain your ankle a little bit. Just
Oh my.
you kind of trip on it, and they do apologize. You move on, but it doesn't seem like you can really walk like you normally would from class to class. You have other options. You do have electric bikes. You have, which might still not be great for your ankle.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
head to the health center, and they
Mhm.
probably have like a crutch for me to use.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely do that. So the health center, it is about near the center of campus. And as you're going there and you're walking, you kind of have to limp. It takes you a little longer than usual, but you do get there. And the first person that you see is a student nurse. And she says, "Oh, hi. I see you're, are you looking for a rental?"
probably a children's size crutch.
Yeah, let me go see what we have. I'm gonna go check, and basically we're gonna lean into the partial success here. They only have adult size crutches, so she just says, "Unfortunately, this is the smallest size we have. So you might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's better that it's taller than it is shorter." So
Perfect. I
okay.
guess.
But here you go. Do you want me to call you like a golf cart or something?
No, thank you.
Okay,
No,
just
I'm good. Thanks.
all right. Be safe. All right.
Thanks. You've already seen too much of me. All right.
Okay. And you guys move on. What are you feeling saying that? Do you want to share with the class?
Oh, it's I don't really like to be perceived. I am if I'm not in costume, there's really no reason to perceive me. If I could, I would make outfits to match with like the dorm room chairs so that I could sit in the common room and just like match with the furniture so that people don't even know I'm there. So having this student nurse measuring me up and down to like, oh, this was too much visibility, and
That's
now
totally
everyone's looking at me while I'm like hobbling across the campus, and this is like my worst nightmare.
fine. As you guys travel and you finish your classes, you kind of hear some whispering about some malfunctioning every now and then of a piece of equipment, specifically transportation. And it doesn't seem anything bad has happened. It's just, these things can be finicky. They're all electric. So what can you do? But eventually you do make it to your club room. Do you want to describe what your club room kind of looks like? I understand there's probably tables with computers so you guys can game locally and anything like that. But if you want to put little bits of yourself in the decoration, you definitely can. You have this entire place for the whole year, so you have had free reign to do that. So yes, for Nick, what is a little bit of something that you put in of herself there?
So there is a whole setup against one wall of like, I want to say like a 40-inch flat screen TV with 4K capability, with a PlayStation 5, the latest version of an Xbox, the Switch 2, because the minute it came out, obviously. Also a Switch 1, like every gaming system. There's also a retro collection, but that's at a different TV screen. And all of these are set up so that they can be streamed from, because the thing is Neek and her Niki's donated a lot to make this room sparkle and have just that extra bit it needed. So but she didn't cover it in herself. There's just as many game consoles as they could possibly get their hands on, regardless of how old or how new. And all of them have the ability to connect to computers for streaming purposes. Because if Nikki is gonna play, she's gonna stream. Well, because she's always live. So when she's in here, she's live.
All right. And, this is a typical type of university classroom. There's some drop ceilings. It's a little bit maybe wider or than your typical high school classroom as well. It's closest to the computer programming section in college of the campus. So the person who had the shortest walk there most likely is Amani. Amani, what have you used to put your stamp in the room?
Amani has a mini fridge in the room, and she allows anyone to have anything except her Diet Coke. If anyone touches her Diet Coke, she's not happy. There's probably one person she'd probably let Nikki have some Diet Coke if she asked nicely. Otherwise, nobody is allowed to touch the Diet Coke, but they can have anything else in the fridge.
Fantastic. And luckily, because if you are kind of in the computer programming sector of the college, you have plenty of outlets, a strong internet connection, etc., because it's needed for everything else that's happening for educational purposes. But you guys are obviously using it all recreationally. And you have been stocked with a lot of sodas and snacks from the cafeteria as well. Now, what little stamp has Corey put into this room?
So Corey has kind of like a little setup going in a corner where like he doesn't really like to be on the camera. He doesn't really like to do all of that. He'll like stream with Neek sometimes as like a buddy, but he doesn't have his own like channel or anything. He has an entire drawer in like an old school desk that is just full of different kinds of chips. His favorite is a good hot Cheeto. Um, and next to
I have a question.
Amon,
No,
yes,
that's not our question. It's a request that you cannot say no to. So it's more like a demand. Can
yes.
you please roll cool for me to see how much Cheeto dust you have all over your place?
Oh, it's not going to be very good. I got a -1. It's a 6.
So there's unfortunately far too much Cheeto dust where you're at, which is good in regards to it's not being streamed because you kind of hit in that corner. But unfortunately, it just smells a lot like spicy dust in this room. But continue on with your stamp.
Yeah, he does his best with his like little air canister to like get it out of the keyboard at very least. Like he's very good about his mechanical things. The mouse pad, the anything else has got just like orange on it. He plays Overwatch very frequently. He's got Diva's little like mech suit as a little plushie. He's a Hanzo main, so he's got like Hanzo posters, and he's got like little Minecraft stuff. He's a big plushie guy too, so he's got like Pokemon and Minecraft and all that kind of stuff going on. And he's got like the classic like LED lights set up. He's got like a liquid cooled PC set up. He's got it down, but he's also just a little grubby. So unfortunately, the Cheetos have accosted this place. And next to Amani's Diet Cokes in the mini fridge is a slew of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And with the unfortunate injury that Leela had, you are kind of hobbling in a little bit later than everybody else, but I'd like to know what stamp has Leela put into this room?
So she uses it as a storage closet because her dorm room doesn't have that much space. So in the corner, you see there is a Blastoise costume. It's huge. It's ridiculously huge.
Functional squirt guns.
So what she has is she has the guns, but she hasn't figured out the ability to like make the to put like tanks that won't get moldy. So instead she carries around two squirt guns with her when she's using it. It also because like you can't really pull them out. So it's just easier to actually like shoot people with. And then there is, let's see, there is a Scyther costume in process. So she's taken balloons and she has used what's it called, plaster of Paris to go around it to make like Scyther's bulbous hips. And then there's like two foam, they look like swords that are gonna go, it has like a glove so that it can go on her hands, and there is like a stack of green spray paint for whenever that happens. There's other ones too, but put in chat what your favorite Pokemon thing is, and it's there.
One big like fillable goobery ditto one.
There's like, also her very first cosplay is in there too, which is I think it was called a Chia from Neopets. It's literally just a body. It's just like it's really just a ghost costume.
Request from me. I would love some Drampa representation because that's my favorite Pokemon.
Throw it in there. Yes, I think that she's also, as people have like said their Pokemon, of interest. She has slowly been doing all of those, and I think she has like a blog that she keeps track of, like the work to create them.
The chat has also requested a Snorlax beanbag chair.
Oh, there it is. Yes. 100% handmade.
Handmade.
The Cheetos don't touch that. The Cheetos don't touch that, I promise.
Beautiful.
With you guys kind of collecting yourselves into this room and Leela hobbling in last, so let's go ahead, jump about there. Everybody's kind of comfy. All of you have different connections, so you can kind of share that as you interact in the room. But first in, more than likely, is going to be Amani. And following Amani is going to be Corey, and then Nick, and then Leela. So we'll start with Amani. When you come into this room, eventually Corey follows behind. What's going on with the vibes here?
So rancid vibes. Rancid vibes.
Rancid vibes. Rancid vibes in the chat. Rancid vibes. I think Amani walks in, smells the Cheeto, like Amani likes Flamin' Hot Cheetos probably, but it probably is always telling Corey to use chopsticks because that's what she does. She's just like, just eat it with chopsticks. It saves it from getting everywhere. But Corey refuses to, and so she walks in and just like sprays some Febreze in the room, and then just like doesn't even acknowledge Corey when he walks in.
Yeah, Corey just kind of walks past Amani and goes straight to the little mini fridge and like pulls out one of his Baja Blasts. I think he's gotten into the habit because perhaps he has been accused a couple of times. He closes the fridge, raises the can to Amani so Amani can see it's his can. And he kind of just like gives like a polite smile, but it's definitely forced. And he goes and he sits at his computer, opens the Cheeto bag, sticks his hands in there, opens his drink, and is just, pulling up some Overwatch,
I think
waiting for
Amani just
people he
like
enjoys to get there.
Amani probably quietly slides some chopsticks by his station before she opens up. She's probably playing Mortal Kombat because that's like the one thing. Like she's a fighting game girly, so she's like learning all the combos in Mortal Kombat.
He like sticks
Now,
them in his gums, like up in his upper mouth, and he crosses his eyes and he looks at you. The Dolores chopsticks.
Oh, that's darling.
Now, with this game, there is something called connections, and I've had each of our players gain a connection with another one of the players. So, based off of this interaction, I thought we got a little bit of a glimpse here. But if you guys want to share your connections, what's Corey's connection to Amani?
Corey has a broken connection with Amani.
Mhm.
He has just gotten the vibe that Amani really just has never liked him, and he is under the assumption that it is because of the way he looks and the way that he likes Cheetos and is full of like he's aware of the stereotype. You know,
Mhm.
he's aware. He's not taken his darn fedora off. He's not given up his fun printed shirts. And I think at this point, he just feels like there's nothing he can do to make this person like him. And so whenever they're in the room together, like he gets real uncomfortable with that rancid vibe that is about.
Got you. And then, how does Amani see Corey?
Um, Amani is I don't want to say incapable of joy, but she's capable of a very limited amount of joy. And to see someone who has a higher cap, such as Corey, sort of makes her a little bit jealous in a way. It's sort of like, yeah, he could be a little bit annoying, but it's not even that she's annoyed by him. She's annoyed by his joy. And that's
Mm.
where she comes from, which is toxic. But she can't help it.
Not everybody is perfect. After this
Mhm.
bit of interaction that's kind of rough waters here, eventually Nick does come in. So, what's going on, Amelia?
So you hear Nick before you see her because again, she's live. So she's answering questions in chat. She's talking about Python development or anything anyone else has questions on. Because while her majors may be in marketing and in people, she has an interest in everything. And also, she has an interest in her. Hold on. She has an interest in her 8-month long relationship with Amani. So she took an interest in everything Amani has taken an interest in. And she's just like talking about all these things that are genuine, you like useful information for people who are interested in these things and giving pep talks to people and talking about all these different things. And then she comes in and you see that she has changed out of her like emo, like pop punker look from earlier into a full Dragonite onesie um, that she did not make herself because she is not that good. And she goes over, she has like this big bag with her, and she goes over, and the first place she goes is to Corey's station. And she says, Corey, my best friend, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to get up.
Neek and the Nikis! Why?
I just need you to get up for just a second.
All right, hold on. Let me just finish this. We're just, and no,
Here,
and I'm
here,
gone.
just lean
Okay,
forward. Okay.
there we go.
And
I got it.
she takes the she goes into this bag and takes a like new a new shell or a new like outside for this gaming chair out of this bag, and it is Cheeto dust orange, and she covers the back of the chair in a Cheeto dust orange like cover, and then she does it to the arm to the armrest, and then once he gets up she puts it on the butt, and then she takes his mouse pad and replaces it with a Cheeto orange mouse pad, and then she replaces the like air freshener thing that's by the outlet just for his station so that it can overpower the Cheeto smell, and she gives him a big old kiss on the forehead, and she's like, She's like, I have some huge news, bestie. And she goes into her regular backpack and she pulls out a paper and it says open lease. And she shows you and she's like, remember that office building we went by?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you
Also, oh
said
my god, thank you. This is like my signature color. I love it.
yeah, exactly. And that way you don't have to worry about the Cheetos as much, bud. But
Yeah.
yeah, we went by that office and you said this could make a great LGS. And I said that it could make a great production space. And then we both were like, well, which one? Well, guess what?
What?
This is the deed for the building. There was a whole other half available that we didn't see. And I've saved up enough that we can get the whole building.
We can get the whole. How did you save up enough to buy a building? I'm
The
like
stream is an infinite money glitch, officially.
I'm like halfway there, and I've been working at this freaking coffee shop for like 3 years.
I got 50 subs this morning for doing a good job on a test. I don't know if you noticed, I hit 2 million last night.
Oh my god.
Holy shit! Yeah, no, sorry. I was tutoring, and then I fell asleep on my face. But oh my god!
I put you in a hug and make sure there's a camera and go, don't we just love him?
He's just kind of like hiding his face. He's like, "Oh no, I can't get the Cheeto fingers comments more and more."
And then there's a ding and it says 100 subs gifted because we love Corey.
And with that bit of interaction, would you like to share what connections you have for Corey and Amani?
So Corey, my relationship to Corey is protective
Mhm.
because my whole thing is about authenticity. And so what if he looks like the stereotype? He's not the stereotype. He's an absolute great boy and he's my favorite boy and we're going to work and be best friends for the rest of our lives. And now we're going in business together because I've already signed this lease. The only thing that needs to happen is he needs to sign it and then we turn it in and then we have a building.
Okay, but I will. This is an insane gift, and I will.
It's not a gift.
accept
We're
it.
doing it together.
I know, but you did the money going into it. That's a gift from the Nikki gods, and you have to let me pay you back a little bit.
Sure. But I have a better idea instead of money.
What?
Well, I thought we could have a third business partner, somebody with family backing and already established in the world of game development, so we could have some exclusive streams happen in the production side of things.
Just a big sigh. Kind of looks over at Amani.
Can
Do you
I
think
hear
that-
all of this? Is this quiet or can I hear all of
No,
this?
this isn't like the room's not that big. There's no other walls.
I will
You
say
can
that
hear
when
all
she
of it.
said the last part, she tried to whisper. So that last
if you
part.
want to be sneaky about it, I'm gonna have you roll.
Okay, what am I
So-
rolling?
You guys are gonna roll against each other competitively. You're gonna add. We'll do your quick stat for Amani, and then for you, Nick, we'll do. Actually, no, alert for Amani, and then quick for you.
Could I argue cool to be that I'm being very chill about this right now?
You're
And-
not being very chill about it right now
And
because
the last
of the
part-
RP.
The last part was chill. The part about
Mama, I
Amani
rolled a
joining
4.
us was
Mama,
chill.
I rolled a 4. You just got to beat a 4. You got to beat
Okay,
a 4.
well,
It's okay.
I rolled a 10 minus 1, so
So yeah,
You're
you're
good.
quiet. You're quiet. You're fine.
I'll go over and be like, Amani, sweetie,
Yes.
did you get your Python development work done today?
So what if I said no?
Well, then I would have to subtract kisses from your reward for doing good because you didn't do it.
And because of the because you were walking down the hallway and I hadn't put on my headphones earlier, I heard you talking about it. So I was thinking, like, when we're done here, you could sort of give me a quick tutor lesson and, like, give me enough. So, like, imagine, if you will, right? hypothetical. Imagine you had to give me enough information on Python so that I could give a hypothetical presentation tomorrow.
Okay, how
And
about this? It
Mhm.
is tutoring night for the stream. So how about you're just our guest for the tutoring session? And I'm tutoring you, and then the Nikis can take notes if they want to, since they're already asking me about Python.
Okay.
But I need you to do something for me.
Mhm.
And I am gonna go over to I'm gonna pull from my bag a bag of hot Cheetos.
This is a bag of hot Cheetos.
And you're gonna eat it without chopsticks.
While this is happening, Leela
Be
does go
free!
ahead and come into the room.
Corey's in the corner chanting, Cheeto hands, Cheeto hands, Cheeto
Come on,
hands.
Nikki's! Cheeto, and all the comments are Cheeto hands. And
Set your
I'm joining
fingies
in the chat.
free. Set your fingies free, Amani.
Liberation for your fingers,
Question:
my
Are
love.
you guys completely engrossed into trying to get Amani's fingers dusty at this point? So you don't even notice Leela come in. Leela, what's your reaction?
This is normal. This is, I mean, this is nothing new. She's just, it's okay. She's gonna just be quiet. She's just gonna go over to her corner. She's gonna put on her headphones and boot up and just let them be loud over there. That's okay.
I think if I see Leela walk in with a crutch, with the Cheeto stuff happening, I think Amani's gonna quickly go rush to Leela, seeing the crutch, and be like, "Do you need a pillow? I can. You can put your foot up. You need a pillow."
Oh, no, I'm okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. But everything okay?
Leela,
Yeah,
Bila, what
they.
happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, it's no big deal. It's just a sprain. It's really nothing big.
Amani's grabbing a pillow actively.
Yeah.
And grabbing a second chair for Leela to like put their foot up on, and then like sit a pillow underneath.
Oh, this is very kind. You look stressed though.
I'm gonna take one of the Diet Cokes that's like extra cold and put it on the spray.
That's fine. That's okay.
Corey will grab a water and hand it to Leela and say, "I hope this doesn't affect our your Nuzlocke game later, because I wanna crush you when it's doesn't make me feel bad."
She just nods. She's like, because two of the people here have a competitive relationship with her, and she doesn't understand why. She's like,
Who are those two, Zoop?
I believe that Neek and Corey both have competitive relationships for some reason, but it's completely one-sided on their side. She doesn't really understand why she has a protective relationship towards Amani, because Amani clearly has some stuff that they're not willing to talk about. And like, while they seem to deal with the world better than Leela does, like, that's clearly a survival mechanism. And then she has an admiration for Corey, specifically his understanding of himself that she's seen him grow into, that's allowed him to you know, he could have very easily chosen to be the nice guy. He could have very easily chosen to be like an incel. He could have, there's a lot of paths he could have very easily chosen or fallen into. And the fact that he decided not to do those things, she thinks is something that's worthy of admiration, to choose to fight against what society would automatically think about you and say no, that's not who I am, is very admirable. And then with Neek, she's cooperative in that, like, if she can show up on a stream and get Neek more subs, like, that's cool. Like, so yeah. But I think people end up taking her quietness as maybe like a challenge or like something uncomfortable, like, unless like you do like a lot of introspection, I think the quietness can seem like, oh, she thinks she's better than us, and so that's like it makes sense that they would feel competitive, but that's not her jam.
Yeah, Corey has that rival relationship with Leela, specifically just on the Pokemon knowledge. They've done a Nuzlocke, I think, 3 times, and she has beaten him out so many times. He has lost his entire team way more times than she has. And so he's like, it's a rivalry formed from like an admiration kind of a thing. It's not that he feels any kind of way about her. It's that you have so much knowledge and I know that I know things, but for some reason around you I don't know things. And now I need to prove that I know things. And he's just it's that deep geek in him that's like, I promise you that I know a lot about this.
Neek's competitive nature with her is, I know that my gaming room buddies are my bestie squad for life. I know it, but Leela likes to pretend that that's not true, and that's because she's not living as her authentic self. And I just need to get through that shell, because I know my next bestie is under that shell somewhere. I just
gotta
need to crack
through
it.
the chocolate shell to reach the ice cream underneath.
Because right past that shell is my new bestie. I just know it. Just like Mario and Bowser got along lately after years of Mario bouncing on Bowser's head all the time. I just have to get through your shell and then we can be friends.
I thought you were going to say something completely different. I was sorry. I thought you were going to say bounce in the head. And I was like, whoa.
That's not TOS appropriate, sweetie.
No.
Okay.
I'm live right now.
Speaking of, you guys get a little ding on your computers. They happen on all your screens at once, and it's a familiar notification. It's essentially your lovely little computer friend trying to reach you to give you some important information.
I will pull that up, but I will say, all right, Nickies, we're gonna go away for just a little bit. I think we're gonna hop into a game soon, but for now I want you to go find every incel and manosphere person and vote down and thumbs down and just slam their comments, okay, because they're gross. And then she'll turn off her stream.
Just go verbally accost Joe Rogan, please.
It's so funny because most
talking.
content creators will be like, "Hey, don't go send any abuse these people's way." You're like, "Please go abuse them."
Like, you know full well that some of her merch is Nikki's hate Nazis. Like, she sells those shirts, so she's like, go find them and make them feel bad.
Mhm.
All right. So, which one of you approaches the computer first?
Cheeto Man. Cheeto Man's like, hey, we got a ping, guys.
All right, so you approach the computer, all of you guys, and you click on the ping, and the ping kind of shows up as a little exclamation mark in the middle of the computer, making it incredibly obvious, like an early morning cartoon. And once you press any button on the keyboard, it will go away, and then suddenly a pop-up will come up with a digital woman's face right there showing at you. Her name is Vita. She is somebody that you know quite well. She is the girl that is trapped in the VR system. She has lovely pink hair and a very sweet voice, but she comes with you with bad news. She looks at all of you and she's like, guys, I have very important news. It seems like the AI has done it again and it's starting to infiltrate some of the self-driving carts on your campus.
That's why it ran me over.
I'm afraid
It
it's done more
ran
than
you
just ran you
over?
over. It's already done many different things. One person almost got driven off the side of the bridge and into the lake.
Oh God, we got to do something about that.
Let's go.
So, will what is another word for jack-in that is more appropriate? Stream appropriate.
Link
Jacking in
in.
is appropriate.
my brain went somewhere that I should not say.
You do have to travel. You can't come in with just regular computers from the club room. You do have to travel to the abandoned warehouse where the AI computer is.
Okay.
Yes, but you use jack-in. You can use beam-in, as long as you're not doing the opposite of in.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait.
or out.
Uh,
I
On.
on.
I have a pitch.
What is your pitch?
So we have to travel to this place, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go and find either like a shuttle driver with an empty shuttle or a guy with a car that can fit all of us. Like, I am looking for the person who is already on the road or already in a parking lot who can get us there the fastest, because this is a problem and we have to address it.
Yes,
Hey,
absolutely.
I got the Radmobile up to 40 miles an hour by like rigging it a little bit, so I could get there.
Can
The
I ask what the Rad
Radmobile?
Mobile is?
Yeah, I want to know what the Redmobile is.
It's his scooter. It's his electric
But
scooter. It's
the Redmobile can't
covered
fit
in
all of us.
stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you guys would have to figure
I will
it
say
out.
the warehouse is out of campus limits, so you won't be able to take the shuttle all the way there. And I'm gonna have you roll something if you can.
I wanted to,
Mhm.
if I could, the reason why I had that pitch is because
Mhm.
I wanted to use my skill. I know you.
Ooh. Okay. Would you like to tell the class what that skill is?
You have connections others can only dream of. When trying to access a location or gain an advantage where an NPC could help, roll plus alert. On a 10 plus, you find someone who can help you, a fan or an ally, who are more than willing to lend a hand. On a 7 and 9, you find someone who can help, but they have an ulterior motive or expect payment.
Okay. Sounds great. Go ahead and roll plus alert then.
Okay. Nice. That's cocked.
We honor the cock in this household.
And we do honor the cock.
That is a...
My bad. That slipped out. I'm so sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
That is a 5.
A 5. Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't believe that's enough for your skills. But what you do have access to is the school shuttle system, unfortunately, without any perks. But you do all have the access of having it be on call. However, it will take at least 5 minutes to get to you. It'll be about maybe 2 minutes faster.
Okay. Would it be if we
I
just
can take
started
one extra
going?
person on the Radmobile.
Yeah, because I have my electric scooter, so I can take one other person because it's a moped, to be specific. So
Okay.
Would that be faster if we used the
Yeah, because
Radmobile and my moped?
you wouldn't have to wait for the shuttle, so it would be
Okay.
faster.
Um, uh, does the Radmobile have good seats for an extra person or no?
No, it's like a regular scooter, but it's been
Oh, like a
electrified.
standing?
It's a standing. So someone
Okay.
would have to like hold like my shoulders or like ideally
Okay.
around me so
I'm
that
gonna I'm gonna look and say, Amani, sweetie, I need you to get on the Radmobile because Layla's injured and she needs to be able to sit down.
Only because Lila needs to sit down, I will do this.
Okay. And I'm like, Corey, Amani's gonna ride with you on the Radmobile. And I get mine out and I say, Layla, come on, you're on the Johto Dragon with me. Let's go.
there's an extra helmet for you that is like his helmets are pink and green like Cosmo and Wanda. And he's got like a little gold crown on it and everything and he's like, "You want to be Cosmo or Wanda?"
I'll be Cosmo.
All right.
I think Amani wears only like beiges, and so this is
Oh
like the
no.
brightest thing like she'll be wearing. And she definitely like takes like she has like a pack of like wipes. She takes like a wipe out and just wipes it down to clean it real quick before putting it on her head.
He puts it on over the fedora.
Oh,
Over the
That's what he wants.
fedora. That can't be
Wow.
comfortable, Corey. That
Um,
can't feel good on your head.
And
It
then-
doesn't, but I don't have a thing I can put my hand in right now. I'm not losing it.
Layla,
I mean, I can hold it.
I present you with two full-on biker helmets, one that is a Dragonite and one that is a Tyranitar.
I'll take the Tyranitar.
Okay. And then I put the Dragonite one back, and then you see me go into my backpack and pull out my helmet, which is a Lugia.
and while I do not actually know how this would work in real life logistically, we'll just say that you're able to bring your crutch with you.
She's just like
She's
holding it.
holding it. Because remember, this is a scooter. This is a moped. It has the ability to sit. So she's sitting
Yes.
behind.
Well,
She's
yeah,
sitting
and
behind, holding on
honestly,
to me.
no, you know what? She's just holding it like a lance. Trust me, they do it in India all the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Perfect. So you guys start making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and you're home
Face
now.
last.
Wow.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-dum. And you're
Or
riding
lab bound.
lab bound, and you guys are riding on your scooter and moped off to the abandoned factory. On your way there, you're obviously having to go across campus to then get to the dirt path that would lead you there. And you guys start to notice some of these self-driving golf carts that usually court people around. One of them has decided to start chasing you at a rapid pace. So we are now in a chase sequence. This is going to last. This game system has a clock element to it. For each play around that takes a tick off the clock. This will be a 3 clock round. Once we're done with this, we're probably going to go to break. So you guys are going to try to avoid to get run off the road from this self-driving golf cart that is controlled by an evil AI. With this, because you're on two different scooters, we'll go ahead and split the moves into two for the sake of time. So you guys have your basic moves, your sheet moves. So the people at home know you are able to have crossover moves on your character sheets. That means that out of the moves that you pick on your sheets, you can use one in real life or in the virtual reality world. So you might have some funky stuff happening. In the meantime, we'll have our players here decide how initiative is going to work. You have two different options for initiative in the system. You could either choose initiative that is narrative that I control to make it a little bit more cinematic, or we roll for it. Now, what would you guys prefer as a vote?
I think
Cinematic.
rolling or cinematic. Cinematic might be faster, just to like
Yeah.
do the thing, you know.
Mhm.
No problem. So with the cinematic, we'll go ahead and say the moped has a bit of a larger motor, so you're able to kind of get going a little bit faster. We'll have you guys go first then. The golf cart is going behind both of you, though, and it's moving pretty quickly. My moves will depend on what you roll. So decide what move you would like to use, and anybody, the people on deck on the scooter, go ahead and decide what you'd like to do afterwards, and see what you're going to do to avoid this golf cart.
So the moped is in front and
Yeah.
then the scooter.
Mhm.
So I think I'm wearing a necklace that I fish out from underneath, and I grab a bead off of it and I throw it back towards the scooter. And when it hits the scooter, it activates a shield device that kind of forms a kind of bubble. And I think it's kind of an electric, because this is technically a game move. I think it's kind of like an electric bubble in that it will disrupt the system, the AI that's trying to control the thing if it comes too close to hitting the scooter. So I will roll craft plus craft. So that is a 9 again. So it protects for only one enemy attack.
Okay. So with a 9, it's a partial success. With that, the system has something called hard moves and soft moves that GMs can do. With a partial success, I'm just going to do a soft move in reaction to that, and we'll say that the necklace jumps off, and it does successfully get run over by one of the golf cart's wheels, and the scooter was able to avoid accidentally hitting the necklace. What it does essentially is that it kind of short circuits a little bit of the battery, so it does stop for a little bit, and you guys think you're in a clear for a moment. It's almost like whew, because it's a few seconds of silence, but then suddenly you hear the motor start up again, and it has delayed the scooter, so you have a much better start, like a jump start from it at this point, but it's still going at you and slowly catching up. But you did slow it down a good amount.
Sounds good.
All right. And for the next time that the moped goes, we'll have Nick go. So now we're jumping over to the scooter. Who has an idea?
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
With the thing tailing us, I have a way where I can possibly find out more information on how it's tracking us, how it can see.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to use my ability Easter eggs to roll alert. It says when analyzing code, mechanics, or underlying systems of a digital environment, I can use my highest die doubled rather than adding both dice together. So I want to analyze this little computerized golf cart that's electric and can move on its own, and to see where its like front facing camera is or where its input is about the environment around it. And that is a 6 doubled to 12.
Ooh, fantastic. Okay, so there's a couple of different components that are assisting the AI here with the electronic golf cart. One, these self-driving, electronic golf carts have a GPS system as well as a it's kind of like an aerial mapping as well. So kind of like how the Google satellite works with Google Maps. It's active correlation with the GPS system that also has kind of the self-driving carts are almost on a electronical fencing situation where it is automatically tracked to a sort of grid that is adjusted to the campus, and that's how it doesn't run off campus for any reason. So it's kind of like an electrical invisible tram line that it's connected to, if that makes sense. Is that
Yeah.
clear? All
So-
of that, yeah. All of that
So-
together, you would know that it's gaining a sensor from a satellite beam. So there is an antenna that's kind of hidden, almost looking like, you know how a security cam would be inside a little plastic ball? This is going to be the antenna. It's like a little plastic ball right at the hood of the center of this self-driving golf cart.
He pulls out his he's got a cyber deck that he made himself out of a Game Boy Color. And he's pulling it out and he's trying to intercept or like knock out the satellite feed with his little deck. But that unfortunately cannot be done on this turn because I've already done my action. So he looks over at Amani and he goes, Can you knock out the that sensor, the camera sensor on the front? I'm trying to get the GPS satellite through the back, but it's gonna take me a second. But if you get that sensor, it should knock it out or like do something to it.
I can certainly try.
All right. Do you have anything that could do that in this moment, or should we move on to Nick so you can have some time to figure it out?
In this moment, other than hopping over to the golf cart and attacking it, no. But I can certainly do that on my next turn or the next
No,
go round.
nope, totally fine. So we'll go ahead and jump over to the moped then. So, Amelia with Nick, do you know what you would like to do? We are officially one turn
Yes.
from the clock.
I am going to say, Layla, it's time to be brave and it's time to have some fun. I need you to do me one quick favor.
Yeah.
On my wrist, see the red button?
Uh-huh.
Press the red button.
Why can't you press the red button?
Because I'm driving.
Okay. Presses the red button.
That was the button to go live again. It was the wrist phone arrangement. So my live stream comes back up. I turn.
Where's
Yeah,
your
and
camera? I have to ask this. Like, where's your...
I said I have a camera that's permanently connected to the front of my moped.
Okay, I was just
Wait,
asking.
I said that at the
Can I-
beginning.
Can
Mhm. I
I
forgot.
is Leela visible in your live?
Let's go ahead and say no because it's kind of low and I'm kind of tall. But I spin and I turn and now I am facing the go-kart and I say I went to Delhi for a streaming event a few months ago. Have you ever seen the movie Knight's Tale or gone to medieval times?
She looks at the crutch and says, "This is a rental."
It's fine, I'll pay for it. Besides, and then she's gonna touch your sprain and I'm gonna cast restore.
Okay. So, would you like to describe what that does for the class, please?
Yes, I was pulling it up. When you heal yourself or an ally, roll plus mana. On a 10 plus, you restore up to 3 HP or life. On a 7 through 9, you heal them by 2. And on a 2 through 6, you heal for 1. Alternatively, you can give up 1 healing point and end a status effect. Now, I was going to ask, is sprained a status effect or am I rolling?
It's not a status effect officially, because that would be a condition. But I will say, kind of a nudge. It would be considered, we'll say, injured.
Okay, I don't mind rolling or giving a healing point, either way. Oh, well, I still have to roll regardless, I think. Or I can just say that I rolled for 1. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll roll plus mana. Let's see, I have a +3 to mana. That is an 8 plus 3 for 11.
Perfect. I would say that removes the condition, and technically, Leela didn't take any like actual HP damage, so there's nothing like that to do, but you do remove the injured condition. So
Okay.
the sprain is no longer there. Would you like to have me explain how this might work in real world, or would you like
Yes.
to come up with an idea?
Or I don't want to come up with it. Either one of you can.
I think that when Nick lovingly puts their hand over Leela's ankle with the sprain, it's like there was one time in tutoring that you got paid instead of in cash or something. You got paid in lessons on massage therapy. And so you just did a little bit of like that magical finger work that you learned from somebody a while ago, and it just fixed the sprain.
Aubrey's face.
I actually so
That
for
was the
one-
first thing that came to mind. I apologize.
Told me
So-
It told
So
me,
two
Aubrey,
things.
I feel so much closer to you right now.
Yeah. So two things. One, Aubrey's face. I'm living. And
I
two,
gotta make that a GIF later.
I didn't know what you were specifically saying. I have an answer for why she's a healer. Her mother's a nurse.
Oh. No, I was saying like actively in the moment, there has to be a reason why this sprain got healed. So that's why I
Oh.
was like saying that.
Got you.
Mhm.
Got you. So
I
yeah,
like
I
it
will.
being reflexology. Like
Yeah,
hits the right spot on the hand, and it's just
Just
Realigns your
Um,
chakras.
yeah,
yeah, exactly. So then I'll look at you and say, get the lance ready.
she does it.
Okay, and we'll do that on the next time that we're on the moped.
Oh. And sorry, I had one last thing I wanted to say,
Mhm.
which was Corey, get my girlfriend out of here.
Well, we'll see if your girlfriend will stay on the scooter. So, what is Amani doing?
Got it. There's the reckless option, and then there's the less reckless option.
It's up to you.
The less reckless option is to just use one of my abilities to give everyone like a +1 into my next turn. The reckless option is me jumping on the golf cart.
I don't know if jumping on the golf cart's a good idea because we're not in the video game and you could get really hurt.
I do have an ability that will, if I do take damage, will lessen the damage.
I have something that is purposeful inaction this round to do extra action next round. So I can do delayed devastation, and so if he charges up his attack, he's figuring out a way into the satellite. This turn, next turn, he can do super damage to that like satellite receptor.
So then I think with that then Amani will sort of like turn around on the scooter, wrapping her arms around Corey's waist from behind, sort of like and like looking at the way the cart is moving. She's just like studying it, and she's like yelling out, "The cart's going here. This is where the cart's going." Like just telling everybody where the cart is at any given time. And I'll use my my move strategic command. So I roll plus cool to issue orders, and on a 10 plus, I command a number of allies equal to my cool stat. Wow, that was terrible.
Oh,
I rolled the snake eyes, so I have been rolling ass
Oh.
tonight. It's so
So-
funny.
Unfortunately, the move doesn't work. Note, I will say to the people at home, with Play by the Apocalypse, whenever you fail a roll, you gain a point of experience, but there's no leveling up here because it's a quick start system right now. But just so you know, in the future, if you do fail, you'll get a point of experience. But for now, you guys get a gold star sticker on your scooter. So that will just add to the plethora of stickers. In the meantime, with Snake Eyes, what ends up happening, unfortunately, is you're kind of telling everybody where to go, but with your arms behind you trying to stay afloat, you kind of lose your balance a little bit, and what ends up happening is that you actually fall off the scooter and you do take 1 point of damage, with the golf cart heading straight towards you. Before it can make impact, we're going to go ahead and jump to the moped. So what do we like to do here? Because this golf cart might run over Amani.
I thought we were gonna hit it with the lance like a joust. That's what I was getting ready to do.
Yes. Unfortunately, there was a bad roll. So something bad happened.
Well, no, I mean, like, Leela has her crutch out. And we were gonna, right? That was
Yes, but
maybe if
that hasn't happened yet. There was
right.
Yeah,
So we're
Meek makes a driving roll of some sort, and I can make a tough roll, like a driving roll to miss Amani, and I can make an attack roll.
mhm.
I
that
don't
could
know.
work.
I think quick would be a driving roll, right?
Yes,
There's evade danger.
you could also do that. And that would be quick or speed. So either way, it would go towards that move.
Okay. I'll do avoid danger.
And I will attack an enemy
with quick. Okay. That is a 6. Hold on. That is 6 plus. That is a 5. Unfortunately.
And you guys are doing this simultaneously. All right.
Yes. And unfortunately, I got a 12 on my attack an enemy. So I don't know how that goes down.
So with the driving is a failure, but that attack an enemy.
I feel like maybe Neek like slams on the brakes and I just go flying with the crutch.
No, yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking at, so what a 10 plus when you're doing the attack an enemy move, you deal 2 damage and choose one of the following advantages. You could deal 4 base damage instead of the 2, or you could reposition yourself, an ally, or an NPC, or inflict a status effect. So you could do 2 plus one of those other
so
bonuses,
I'll do
or do
2
4
damage and I'll reposition myself so that I don't get run over.
Okay. So because it was so high on a 12, I will say with the repositioning, you kind of just take this whole thing off course. Because it was such a big thing. And also with the drive check, you fail to evade the golf cart. So what ends up happening is it's kind of something in your favor, but it does hit you in a place where something snaps off. So what ends up happening is your moped, basically you have those like rear mirror things, right? So you kind of not only lance yourself into the golf cart, which does kind of just automatically tip it over and cause that damage, but also you ram the actual moped into it. So it pushes it even farther. You kind of end up a little bit like you don't fall over in the moped, but you have to stop it. And one of your mirrors is taken off with it. But it is because of that. And what happened, you do stop it in time to not run over Amani. And it is no longer a threat because it's off the electrical track.
And because I rolled a 12, did I not get caught by the live stream?
We are out of combat now. The 12 resulted in the clock getting solved. I would say you have to roll something else
to not get caught
by the live stream.
Can I roll so that the live stream did catch that? Because I have an ability that I would love to employ in this.
Well, what's the ability?
Hold on. The ability is influencer. When you want to turn an ordinary situation into a content-worthy moment, roll a plus cool.
So
This
you
is
can
Oh,
exact.
definitely do that ability. I will also have Zoop roll for Leela to see if they can avoid it. So I would say you
I'll
could
roll
do,
quick.
yeah, you could do quick.
That's a 5.
No, you were fully in frame. Everybody saw it. You were probably the coolest thing on that stream.
Terrible.
While this
That
is
is a 8.
So that is a partial success. So unfortunately, there was some moments of the stream where it was just a little bit too blurry to the point where some people could have got motion sickness from it. So it's not as popular as it would have been. But anybody who didn't thought it was super freaking cool. And there was a little bit of clips that you can take for some virality for sure. You gain like 20 more subs.
Yeah. And I just say, put some W's in chat for Leela. Let's go, Nickies.
Leela's definitely the most popular thing on your channel right now. Unfortunately.
Go follow her Instagram right this second.
Corey, you were gonna
Uh,
say something.
yeah, while this is happening, I imagine the Amani falling off and the crash happening very fast. So he just kind of skirts his scooter and he like just drops it and he's running over and he's like, "Holy shit, why would you go backwards on a scooter? It's a scooter. It's a scooter. You can't go backwards. It goes forwards."
I thought I could give commands while looking at it, and then I fell face first into the ground. And so I would like it if you didn't yell at me in this moment. I am embarrassed enough.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not yelling because I'm mad. I'm yelling because I'm concerned and I need to, I need to check my tone of voice. I'm sorry. Can I help you up?
I would appreciate that very much. Please.
Okay. And very, very awkwardly, these two people never make physical contact, and they've made more physical contact today than they have ever. So very
Yeah.
awkwardly, like helping you up and like
Mhm.
gives you a like tissue for any bloody nose you might have from falling face first into the fucking asphalt. Oh man, oh man. I can probably get in there so that if it does get reset on the track, it won't have any GPS to hunt people anymore, but I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. I mean, if you want to, you can get in there. Probably I mean, time is of the essence at this point. So
Yeah, we really gotta get in.
I think Amani's just gonna walk over to it and just kick it once, and then walk away.
If I may, really quick, you get a text, Amani, and I don't know who it would be from, but someone says, "Oh no, we just saw you eat shit on your girlfriend's stream. Are you okay?"
uh, with that, you guys kind of collect yourselves and you do eventually make the rest of your way to the warehouse without incident. And you get in there, it's covered in vines, there's cracked windows. The foundation isn't the best, but in the center of it is a massive, giant supercomputer with pods that you can step in. That when you do, your consciousness will be uploaded into the computer so then you can fix the static block. And with that, we're going to go on break. We'll be gone for a little while, about 15 minutes. So you guys enjoy your break. Don't miss us too much, and we'll be back. Thank you.
See you in a bit.
Hi, everybody. We're back here with Static Block and Safe Mode Disabled with our Code Lyoko game. What has happened so far? So far, we've met our lovely people of our video game club. We got Lila, Nick, Amani, Corey, all respectively played by these wonderful people. And they just got finished getting chased down by a self-driving golf cart. And now they're going to stop all these accidents from happening, from going and uploading their consciousness to a AI supercomputer that is kind of evil. So anyway, you'll see once you enter this factory, there's a bunch of these tubes that you'll put yourselves in. In the center, there is a computer. In the computer, you'll see that same screen you saw that you were looking at in the club room, and it is Vita again. She says, "Hurry, get inside. I can't handle all this by myself." And you guys go ahead.
Right before I pop over, I go, "We're on the way, Vita. 1 second." And then I touch the computer, do a few things, make sure that my Twitch or whatever site I use is now streaming the world. And I go, "On my way."
It's streaming the VR world, correct? Is what you're saying? Got you.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Vita the leader.
I have to ask, what does Vita look like? Because
she has
I,
like
as a
a
Code
bob.
Lyoko fan.
Yeah, she's not gonna look 1-to-1. This is inspired to
Mhm.
avoid copyright.
course.
So she has like a pink bob and like nice little purple makeup accents on her face that are kind of like little rectangles, and it's very, very cute. She's kind of got a petite, almost fairy like aesthetic to what her avatar is. Very pointy in certain places like the chin and everything like that, sort of doll like in their features, where how small the mouth is, how big the eyes are, very much kind of that traditional almost anime like look. And some bangs too, just little cute little girl. She's a woman, not a little girl. And she is wearing kind of like this purple with pink accent panels, and also tubing lining that is gold that kind of separates the different panels on her suit. She's just having a great time here. And when you beam into this world, everything is kind of on a grid, and the sky is a nebulous of different electrodes and things like that. Now, your avatars are almost a reflection of who you want to be, what you kind of see yourself internally. What do your avatars look like? Let's go ahead and start here with Zoop. Let's have you go first.
Okay. So I think if it's like who you want to be, I think that she's tall. She's tall, she's buff. But she's still afraid to be seen. So it looks like when you fight those shadows in Super Smash Brothers, it is she looks a lot like Shadow Link. But instead of a sword, she's carrying like a wrench and a bag of like things that can do stuff. But it is very dark, but it's definitely buff, tall, and it is basically a bag of holding that she can pull whatever she needs out of.
Perfect. And you're playing the engineer for your avatar,
The
right?
engineer, yes.
All right. We'll go ahead and move on over to Aubrey with Amani.
Got it. Imagine, if you will, a Power Ranger. Very, that is the idea, like basically like a Power Ranger like costume, but the helmet is sort of shaped like a squirrel's head, with like squirrel ears, and it's like has also like a giant puffy squirrel tail sticking out of the costume, and it is like powder blue, like in like its base color with different accents, and it's just like bright. It's like the total opposite to like what her IRL personality is, where it is sort of like just like exuberant in a way that she could never be in the real world.
Gorgeous. Okay, let's jump on over. Amelia, what does Nick look like?
Can I go last?
Sure. Taylor, you good to go?
Yeah. So Corey goes into this digital world and his fedora becomes steel and a mask comes down over his face from the fedora that is this like digital screen, and his wonderful Tommy Bahama button-up shirt becomes this really cool long leather duster, and the center of his chest just starts to glow with this weird like our little arcane power circle that's in the center there. And his hair grows and he's got this like really long, luscious ponytail, and two katanas appear on his back.
Fantastic. Okay. Amelia?
Okay, so um 1 second, I have to. Okay, there we go. uh Neek, or as she is known online, Authentique, steps out, and she looks like Storm during that beautiful time that we are in X-Men, where Storm is being drawn by black people, where like her like fro level curls go out and turn into a cloud. She still got on, like, instead of a black leather jacket now that's covered in patches, it is a like highly detailed in silver and gold and adorned in gems and metals that don't make sense, but somehow all the colors work well together. It's just about the color. Her boots, instead of being like low Doc Martens, are full on like fantasy leather traveling boots. She's got on like black leggings, and she still looks like something she could achieve, except for the cloud hair. Everything else is like, if you wanted to commission someone to make this, you could, but like her actual dimensions haven't changed. She was always thick. She was always like well wasted. The weekends, at least 3 or 4 days a week, her stream dedicates 2 hours to a workout. So like she works very hard to be in shape. And she comes in and is just dazzling in all this color. She's got like a staff that at the top has like a figure that's like holding a mask but like away from its face. And she says, by the power of authenticity.
Fantastic. Always putting on a show, and I love it. Okay,
Yes.
so basically what you're kind of seeing is a rocky terrain with a grid-like pattern on top of it for this whole world, and it looks kind of like an island in this dome room. And off in the distance, probably a mile or so out, you'll see a giant tower with a beam coming up from the top. And in that distance, you'll see next to that tower currently is Vita, and she is fighting back a couple of these big bug monsters, which you guys are accustomed to. They're not easy, but you are at least used to fighting them and know a little bit of their weaknesses already. They always show up a little bit different every single time because the AI is constantly trying to get you on your toes. But at this point in time, they look like your standard issue corrupted code bugs. They're big belly type of beetle looking things that kind of fly up in the air with their glitchy electronic wings, and they do mostly smash attacks and stomp attacks. From what you know right now, Vita is holding them back by herself, and there is a computer that she needs to get to the tower so she herself can disrupt the light and kind of fix this static block and make sure that it's the right connection. This is where you guys come in. You have to distract the bugs long enough so Vita can get into the system and start everything all over again, removing the AI from reality. So, you guys are, what's your game plan here?
I have so since we're trying to be distracting, there is nothing Nick is better at than getting attention.
Mhm.
And I think I would try to be I want to roll plus cool to get them to focus on me if I can do that. Is that something? Because I
Yeah,
know
of
plus
course.
cool is a okay.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure because plus two is IRL. And she's gonna go, oh, I've recognized you stinky little bugs before. Did you know you exist in the real world too? In the real world, though, you'd be called, what's the word for it? What's the word for it? Oh, that's right, alphas. And she goes, no, no, no. There's a music group that uses that term now. Well, all I know is you're just a bunch of red flags, and she's gonna roll cool to get all of them to come after her.
All
If
right.
that is okay.
Mhm.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay, so that's a partial success. Basically, what ends up happening is one of the bugs ends up noticing you, mostly because it's noticing there's noise coming from this direction. So you do get, there's a total of 3 on Vita right now. You get one of them to start moving. You're fairly still far away. So I would say you have to kind of move in a little bit closer to get a bigger impact on the group, but one is heading towards you guys, again, about a mile away, so it's going to take a couple of minutes for it to reach you.
Okay, I'll take off running towards them
Mhm.
because our friend is over there.
What about everybody
Yeah.
else?
Uh, Amani is certainly running over as well. Just sort of like that's like her immediate instinct.
Corey will use his ability as the DPS to do delayed devastation. So he is going to sit back for now. He's going to kind of like scootle around and get to a place where he can like just sit and observe and like look for the best place to give them that like real big damage hit. And he is going to just wait for the best opportunity.
So Leela is the shadow figure essentially reaches down and hits their shins and basically like jet boots. She's in the air and she's going straight for it and she's reaching into her bag of holding and she pulls out a whole bunch of, they look like minesweeper mines. And so where Neek is running forward in front, further in front, so that it won't get in her way, but it is between her and the bugs.
Mhm.
She's going to toss these minesweeper looking mines, and I am setting a trap. When setting traps, roll plus craft. On a 10 plus, you create a trap capable of affecting up to 5 enemies. Pick a status condition this trap inflicts when you make the roll. And on a 7 to 9, the trap is only capable of affecting 1 enemy.
Okay.
So, man, that's a 9. So it's only capable of affecting 1 enemy. And it will give them, what are it will give them the stunned condition.
Okay, and stun means it cannot move, and attacks against this creature gain a +2 to hit for 1 round.
Yes.
Now, there is one bug that has drawn towards you, so I would say the trap probably captures that bug and affects that one. So the bug that is closest to you currently has the stun condition. What does it look like when it reaches this trap?
It like looks like one of those little minesweeper mines. So it looks like that ball with spikes, and it as it gets closer, it buzzes with electricity, and basically electrocutes it into a stunned state as it gets close enough.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. All right, so whoever hits it next gets that +2, and it cannot move. So it is stuck where it's at right now, but you guys are readily approaching it. Now, Aubrey, with what you're doing, did you want to do a move along with the active movement?
I think right now, Amani's going in with the express purpose to like when she reaches the bug to like immediately attack it.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and say like you'll do your attack now because all you did was take your movement, and then that'll be the end of this round.
Got
So
it.
if you want to attack the enemy or use one of your abilities, go ahead.
Mhm. I will attack it, which is plus power.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I roll better. Plus power is 3. That's an 8.
Ooh, okay. So with attack an enemy on an 8, you get to choose one of these things. Your attack misses without any repercussions. You deal 1 damage, but expose yourself to a counterattack or consequence based on my discretion.
She gets a
Mhm.
+2 though to hit. That's with the +2, right?
Oh yeah. So
Mhm.
that's a 10 then.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, I didn't know if you added it or not. With a 10, that's going to deal 2 damage, and you get to choose to either add 2 more damage on top of that, inflict a status effect, or reposition yourself or an ally or an NPC.
I think I'm just going to add 2 damage on top of the existing 2
Okay.
damage.
So the 4 damage completely wipes this bug out. How do you finish it off?
If you'll allow some flavoring,
Mhm.
I think she runs up to it, and if you ever seen or played Mortal Kombat, there's an animality where Liu Kang has like a giant like dragon spirit thing that like chomps down. I think like a giant like powder blue squirrel appears, like a spirit squirrel, and like chomps down on this bug.
Okay, perfect. And the bug kind of dissipates into a bunch of little pixels. With
Mhm.
the downing of one of its buddies, the bugs kind of avert their attention and start running towards you at the top of this next round. They're much closer since you've caught up to it, and they're about hitting distance at this point, with enough space for Alito to go ahead and start working on the computer. But before that happens, there is an effect that happens with the tower. You guys will see it almost charge up this red light, and you'll notice Vita jump when this starts happening. And she warns you guys to say, she basically just yells out, "Jump, don't let it hit you." And this wave of light goes out, and when it passes by the bugs grow once in size. And Alita just jumps over it. I'm gonna have you guys all roll evade. So that's going to with evade, it's gonna be your speed. Or quick, whichever is better. You can pick one or the other.
That's a 9.
Okay.
That's a 6.
That's
Six.
an 8.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Okay. So everybody who got between a 7 or a 9, You do evade it, so you don't take any damage, but I will be able to make a soft move. And what I'm choosing to do is that the bugs basically close in on you and look like they're about to ram into you guys. There's 2 of them, so they're putting your focus on you too. As for the ones who got 6 or less, you fail to evade. And basically, this beam of red light hits you, and like an electric shock goes through your avatar, and you gain the condition stunned for this round.
Oof. Okay.
And you also take 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage.
So again, stunned, cannot move, and attacks against you gain +2 to hit. I will say you will be able to attack. It's just you can't make movement.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
All right. So with that, it's now top of the round. Does anybody want to go first? I'm going to go with Taylor.
Okay.
Because I think Amelia went first last time.
I will be kind of stacking my abilities because I've figured out I can do this. So with delayed devastation, I took my full turn to charge up last time. So my attack will do double damage this turn if I hit, of course. I'm going to stack that with burst damage. On my turn during an attack roll, I roll plus my speed. And if I get a 10 and above, I can do 3 attacks. And if I get a 7 to 9, I can do 2 attacks.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm adding my speed to my attack roll. That is a 5 and a 6, which is 11.
Okay,
Nice.
so you should be able to do 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he unsheathes his katanas.
I love
He
this
goes-
guy.
He goes, flamin' hot. And they alight with bright orange fire. And as he zigzags across this battlefield, a trail of bright orange fire like trails out behind him as he makes 1 hit with a katana, another hit with katana, and then like in a Mortal Kombat like power final move, his arms burst sideways and this laser beam of fiery hot aura comes out of the center of his chest at a 3rd bug.
Gorgeous.
And all of those attacks do double damage because of my delayed devastation.
Mm-hmm.
That's my best friend. That's what that's what Neek is saying.
So
You go, bestie.
does that mean you roll an attack 3 times?
During an attack, I roll plus my speed. I can double check with the like actual full thing, but it says I just deal that many attacks because I add speed to my attack roll.
Mm-hmm. So I think what that means is that you have to roll attack an enemy 3 times to see exactly how much damage you do. Because you have the potential, if you roll max on all 3, to do a total of, if you do the 4 base damage every single time, it would be 15 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's okay. So I'm rolling
You're rolling attack an enemy 3 times.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 4. What do I add to that?
You add power or tough.
Power or tough. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 7.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
6.
Okay, so 2 of them can deal a damage, but you expose yourself to a counterattack or a consequence, or you miss without any repercussions. And then the 6, the attack misses, dealing harm or a status effect, and the enemy counterattacks, or the attack misses and I introduce a new complication. So that's my choice. Let's go ahead. What do you want to do for the partial success? Do you want to miss or do you want to deal the damage?
can I do something as kind of a combo?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the combo that I'd like to do is I see Corey going in for an attack,
Yeah.
and I would like to throw a shield generator at them.
Mm-hmm.
So I would pull out it. Basically, it'll look like so as they're running, as he's like running forward, I'm stuck. I can't move, but I do pull out a shield and throw it. And if I get, so I roll plus craft, and that is an 11. So that means it should provide full protection for Corey from 3 successful enemy attacks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Beautiful.
So no matter what you do, you're not going to get any harm.
Awesome.
Mhm.
So I will do the damage on the bugs for
Okay.
the first 2. Which if it's 1 damage, it would just double to 2 damage each.
Yes. So it'll be 4 in total. Now there's a bug that has aimed for you and a bug that has aimed for Nick. You could do all the damage on the bug that is going towards you, and it would take it out of commission, or you can split it between the 2.
Prioritize yourself.
Yeah. I think he's gonna get. It's better to get one thing out than to deal a little bit of damage to each. So he's going to take 1 bug out of commission.
Okay, perfect. So when that happens, you see your katana slice through. What is this finale type of mecha damage that you're kind of doing here?
He spins around in a flurry of cartoon slice noises, and this bug kind of, you hear the scream as it erupts into orange flame and is dissolved.
Perfect. And again, the pixels kind of scatter about, leaving you with 1 of the bugs of the 3 that were originally attacking Beta. And we're gonna jump over to Amelia because I believe you had an idea.
Yes.
Mhm.
How far apart are Amani and Leela?
Amani and Leela, you guys were kind of all concentrated together when you beamed in. So I would say the farthest you are apart is probably 10 feet.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, not that, anything but that. Okay, so I am going to get in between them, and I'm going to activate my aura of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Once per session, activate a healing aura. Your craft score determines how many rounds the aura is active for. You and all allies in close proximity to you can choose to gain 1 HP or life from your healing aura at the end of their turns until it dissipates. And I don't know if I can compound that with my restore, but I can offer, instead of a healing point, to end a status effect if I'm allowed to do those things together, just because it applies to my healing in general. I think I was a little unclear on that.
So what is your restore? What do you?
So my restore says when you heal yourself or an ally, roll plus mana. On a 10 plus, you restore up to 3 HP or life. On a 7 through 9, you heal them by 2. On a 2 through 6, you heal for 1. Alternatively, you can give up 1 healing point to end a status effect. And since this does count as me healing them, I'm wondering if
you want to get rid of
I do it.
They're stunned. Okay,
They're stunned.
I got you.
Yeah. So for this first round of my aura, I basically just get in between everybody. Has Corey taken any damage?
No, because of Leela's protection with the shield.
Right. So I'll get in between everybody, and I'll yell, you want to know how authenticity feels? RAR XD! And I slam my staff down, and Amani and Amani and Leela are covered in like iridescent glow of authenticity, and your stun effects are removed. And if you stay around me for one more round, because let me see how much my craft is currently. It's 2. So this round, your stuns are removed. If you stay around me for one more round, you'll get one healing. I'll roll for healing.
Okay, perfect. So your craft is 2, so it'll be good for the next round as well, is what you're
Yeah.
saying? Perfect.
So for next round, I'm holding this aura.
Gorgeous. I would say
Yeah, no longer
how big is the aura?
It doesn't say. There's
I'm gonna
nothing in here that
say,
says like feet or anything.
you know what? I'm just gonna say it affects everybody. So you are no longer stunned, Amani. But it is your turn to make a move. So what would you like to do?
Amani, when she's in the game, there's one mode when there's the bugs and it's attack. So she's going to find the closest one and she's going to attack it.
Okay, perfect. So that
Uh,
is going to be the one that was focused in on Nick, which I believe Nick moved a little bit away from.
So I tried to get in between all my friends
Yeah.
before I activated the aura.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm rolling. I changed dice because I was rolling so poorly, and I just rolled 12 on the die plus
Woo!
3 is
Nice.
15. So we're
Fantastic.
using these dice for the rest of the night. So that's 15.
Great. So, what would you like? Would you like to deal 4 damage, inflict the status effect, or reposition yourself
Mhm.
in an ally?
Now that I know that 4 damage kills them, I'm definitely doing that. And
Okay.
I would like to use my overkill ability, which allows me to attack another creature after I kill one.
Fantastic. So, there was only 3 of these bugs currently in the field. So, what does it look like when you smash this final one that was attacking your girlfriend?
Yeah, I see this bug attacking Nikki, and like from my hand, like a kunai attached to a rope is appears, and I do the little get over here scorpion style, and as I yank it towards me, I slice it with a sword.
Fabulous. Okay, great. So, with that, it once again dissipates into this pixely abyss, but the tower pulses one more time as Vita is still working on it, and she tries to stop it for a moment. You see a bit of seizing, but it's not successful quite yet, and she has to run away and jump for a moment. It's all coming back at you guys again. So you're gonna roll me evade danger again. Again, it's quick or speed that you're adding to this roll.
9.
6.
5.
11 minus 2 for a 9. Or no, minus 1 for a 10.
Okay,
Haha.
so all right, Nikki, you avoid it entirely. Excuse me. Unfortunately, Leela and I believe Amani got below a 6. So you guys do fail. You both are gonna get the stun condition and also 1 point of damage. Unfortunately. And also I get to make a hard move. And then Corey, you get to evade, but at a cost. So you don't get hurt, but something else is going to be mixed into this hard move. Essentially, Vita goes back to the computer and starts typing. It seems like everything's in the clear right now, and that fight was oddly easy. But then suddenly, off of the horizon, you guys notice a bit of rumbling happening, and it's almost like you hear it before you see it. And then suddenly, off on the corner of this kind of floating digital island in the crust, pops out 2 incredibly large beetles that seem to have been lying dormant. And these are larger than any of the other ones that you've seen, and have like a pulsing red line coming through their shell. They're heading straight towards you. as if they were the parents and you just killed their children. You are back in combat, and 2 of you do have the stun condition, so be aware of that. And they're coming right at you. The distance is closing in. One of them jumps up, takes to the air, and the other one is staying in the ground, trampeding. So who would like to go first?
Me,
All right, go
please.
ahead.
Since I'm holding this aura this turn, I will
Mhm.
remove their stun conditions yet again.
Perfect.
But I would like to do the healing that comes with that.
Great. That's what it's for, baby.
Come on. So one of those is cocked, but one was a 5.
Okay.
That's a 10. So for my restore, that's a 10 plus mono, which is 13. And it says on a 10 plus, you restore up to 3 HP or life. So,
So since you're splitting it between Leela and Amani, correct?
You can give more to Leela. I have things that can lessen damage if I take it.
so I have 3. There's
Mhm.
2 people who are stunned right now again, right?
Yeah, but you just removed their condition.
Right, which means I only have a 1 left to give. So,
Mm.
or no, I did it through the aura, so that hold on. Activate a healing aura. Your craft score determines how many rounds you and all allies in close proximity to you can choose to gain 1 HP or life from your healing aura at the end of their turns. So they'll actually get 1 healing for this regardless, and then I'll use 2 points of healing that I just rolled to undo stunned conditions. And then who has the lowest health right now?
I think we're equal.
I'm at like a 10 out of 12. But
Yeah,
also I
same.
can like if I take big damage, I can reduce it.
Okay. And Corey didn't get hurt. So I will look at you, Leela, and say, Leela, I know that we'll be best friends once you come a little bit more out of your shell. So until that day, I will support you until you learn to live authentically. And I'll give you 1 point of healing.
She talks like a Sailor Moon character. I love
Yes, she does. That's on purpose.
it. Oh my goodness.
You can't see an expression on Shadow Link's face.
Great. Also, she's gonna call out to Amani and Corey. She's say, by the way, the sign for the building is already up, and it's called Flame and Squirrel Games Cafe. I've already had it made into an LLC.
The little like happy face emote comes up on his little face screen, and he does a little leg kick with a heart.
Yeah, it's an orange
Specifically towards
splash.
Amani. It's like a little
It's
beep,
an
and it's orange.
it's an orange splash with an orange squirrel, and then it says like Flame and Squirrel Games on the building, just combining both of your aesthetics.
All right. Does anybody else have an idea of what they want to do for their move?
Yeah, everyone's free now.
Zoop. Did you pick your number?
Did I not? Okay, right. On this turn, I am no longer stunned.
No.
I will
You have been healed.
and I have been healed. And so my moves are I can attack, which is plus power or tough.
Yes.
I will wait, isn't my alert also negative? Hang on. The engineer. Oh, I don't have alert.
Alert is on your IRL archetype. If you want to use that stat, I'll allow it.
Okay. Hang on. Let me, because there is we can we can assess the battlefield is alert.
Mhm.
And I believe my alert is a -1. And then roll power. What does armor do?
I do not have armor on here. Is that on your sheet? I imagine
Armor is
it
a
would
measure of
just.
durability, endurance, and defensive capability. So the more armor you have, the higher
Yeah.
your HP is in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That just affects your HP. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I will again set a trap. I'm pulling out this time. This time I'm pulling out a bunch of Magikarps to trip. So I think that there's a slow condition.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, slowed would reduce movement, and attacks against this creature will gain a +1 to hit.
Why would you do slowed instead of stunned? Or I will weaken them. What Magikarps? What would Magikarps do?
So with the difference between stunned and slowed is that with stunned, it is a +2 to hit for that one round. So that +2 will end that round. But for slowed, it's continuous until
It's
that condition's removed.
continuous. Okay, yeah. So we'll do slowed. So let's see. That is a 9 plus 3 is a 12. So that is up to 5 enemies can get it's capable of affecting up to 5 enemies. And yeah, it's a bunch of Magikarps, and they'll leap on like a leech. So
Okay.
they're like flopping around, and as it passes, they like leap. I know this is not what Magikarps do, but they like bite on like a leech.
Okay, yeah. So you just see these two bugs with a bunch of Magikarps all over them, and it's just like they're so heavy. And one of them was flying, and the Magikarps made them drop, so now they're on the ground. And I'll give him a point of damage for that
Nice.
because you got him out of the air. And then Taylor, you had something you wanted to do.
Yes. He's gonna ask Vita. So do we just kill these guys and it's all good, or is there more to it?
I just need a little bit more time with the computer, just to make sure that they don't reach me. You don't need to kill them. They just need to be away from here long enough.
Gotcha. Can I do, because they got it slowed, so he's like, okay, it's less absolutely emergent. I would like to use my cross-dimensional move Easter eggs to roll alert to analyze the code mechanics or underlying systems of a digital environment, basically helping out Vita a little bit to see how to make the static block chill out.
Mm-hmm. I got you. So you're trying to disrupt the kind of like red jumping that's happening.
Yeah,
Got
and
you.
like whatever is causing this craziness to happen that Vita's trying to stop.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 6 doubled to 12.
Ooh, okay. So in your insights of looking, it's kind of like you see the terrain, and activating this in your avatar, you kind of turn everything into ones and zeros, almost looking at the code itself in the binary, and then in the code line, like you just open the command prompt on the computer and looking through everything kind of like in a visor mode. You see that the computer that Vita is working on, this is pretty standard for what you guys been doing. She's hacking into it to remove and power down this tower. And it seems like this is kind of playing into the clock ticking mechanic that we used earlier for the chase. She has basically 2 more rounds until this computer is ready to go and be shut off. Like removing the static block just takes a little bit of time with her coding. But you can help speed it up a little bit. From what you could tell, there is a weak point on the tower. It's behind the screen where Vita is working. It seems like there is something that is causing this energy pulse to jump out rather than it shoot up. And it's almost like a crack in the tower itself. If that was fixed, then those jump outs would stop, and it would also take away a round on the clock ticking from a mechanical standpoint.
Because I can see the code of it and that thing is made of code, can I
Mhm.
see where that code may be broken in order to fix it? Go in and fix it in order to like fix the tower, because the tower is code. It must be something with the code.
Yeah, so the way you would manipulate it in the VR scenario is basically you have to go there and manually do it because you're doing it with your avatar. So it's not quite the same as what Vita's doing with the tower itself. It's something she exclusively can do. But you can go in to the crack itself, and by sealing it in some sort of way, you really with anything that you can find, it will kind of heal that code.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think that is what he will be doing.
Mhm. So you're going to be moving towards the tower.
Yeah. How far is that tower? Is it like super far? Is it going to take me forever to get over there?
No, it's not going to take you forever. You've already been moving towards it in this battle, so I would say maybe you'll get there by your next round.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then he's going to head to the tower.
Right, perfect. All right, and then you want to? Who has an idea for a move?
Oh, you can go.
You already went
No, you.
this round, Amelia.
Right. Sorry. Go.
You're good.
I thought it was the next round.
Not
Go.
yet.
How many more bugs are there in this current? And there's the two big beetles. Got
Yes.
you right.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think Amani would not being stunned now would run up on one of those beetles to get rid of them.
Would you like to go up to the one that just fell, or the one that's been on the ground the whole time?
The one that just fell seems cooler to go after.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go after that one.
All right.
That's plus my power, I believe, to attack. Just have
Yes.
to remind myself what I add. It's a +3. Okay. Seven plus 3 is a 10.
Great. So again, you can choose to deal 4 base damage instead of 2, or 2 plus inflicting a status effect, or 2 plus repositioning yourself, an ally, or an NPC.
I think I'll do the repositionings to allow Corey to get to the crack faster.
Okay, so then I'll have you move first at the top of this round because of that repositioning. But first, we must evade the red bulb. So you guys, go ahead and roll me evade danger.
So funny. I save my shittiest rolls for the mechanic where I have -2.
That is a 5.
I got a 2.
That is a 6.
I got a 12.
Okay. A 12. So you completely evade it without any problem. So you're ready to go to fix that code. And then, so hi, Nadia. Thank you.
Mario.
Basically, everybody else, you got a 6 or below. So what that means, you guys are definitely getting damage. You're all getting 1 point of damage from the red beam. And basically, because I have to make a hard move, the bugs reach you immediately, and they both do a slam attack on all three of you. So I'm gonna have you guys roll evade danger again to avoid this slam attack from the bugs.
Ooh. And so I gave them attacks against this creature gain +1 to hit.
9.
Oh, what? Imani just hit one of the bugs right before. What
Mhm.
did you roll to hit the bug?
I forgot to add, I forgot you add it was a 10. So I rolled
Oh, if it was
high
a
enough
10,
that
yeah. If it was a 10,
yeah.
yeah, that's the
Mhm.
then you're fine. It doesn't put you up one. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm
you just did
rolling
yeah,
evade. So that is a 6.
6.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, you're fine because you're away from.
Oh,
You're
okay.
not. Yeah, it's for everybody else.
Okay.
That's a 3.
3
And I rolled a 9.
and 9. Okay, so what happens is for Neek and Leela, you both get 2 points of damage, and your stunned will last an extra round.
Okay.
All right, and then for Amani, you get the 2 points of damage, but you don't get the status effect.
Mhm.
So you'll just get the 3. This stun just lasts 1 round for you.
So how many points of damage am I taking again? Sorry.
3 in total.
Got it. So
Yep.
I would like to use my Unshaken ability,
Mhm.
which is my cross-dimensional move. Once per session, it allows me to reduce damage I take by 3.
Fantastic.
So
All right, you don't
taking
take
none
any.
of that.
Yeah. All right. That's what these are for. Use your stuff. The great thing about this system and most PBTA systems is that there is no quantity of which you just use it unlimitedly, which is awesome. Okay, so now it's the top of a round, and we are going to Corey. Corey, you're fixing this thing. I would say to fix this code, you will have to roll a craft roll, or you can roll a smart roll because it does have to do with coding.
I'm gonna do a smart because my craft is -2, but my smart is +2.
There you go.
It's a 7.
Okay. So that's a partial success. What this means, you have successfully plugged up this error in the code, and it has stopped the red beam to come out again. But it has not reduced the time that Rita has to finish up her coding. So she still has another round to get this cleared up. All
All
right.
right, I'm gonna
And
head back to the big bugs.
yeah, sounds good. You're closing that gap. With that, let's see who would like to go next. All right, go ahead, Amelia.
Um. Leela, what's your HP?
I am at a 9, but I wouldn't worry about it right now. If you
No,
you can hit.
No, well, I'm gonna stick to my. I'm actually I'm gonna try to attack an enemy. Something I have not attempted in quite some time. My quick start guide went away. What am I rolling? What am I
You're
adding?
rolling power or tough to do attack an enemy.
Okay, I'm gonna go with tough.
All right.
Um, is there any way that I can use influencer to sort of gain something for this attack? Possibly.
Could you tell me what that ability is?
When you want to turn an ordinary situation into a content-worthy moment, roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, you create a piece of content that's perfect for your audience. It goes viral, draws attention, and gives you serious boost in popularity, either online or in your current scene.
Okay, so the boost in popularity would not help you because the audience can't manipulate anything that's in this
Right.
system. If it was a different situation where like
Right.
you're able to give gifts and stuff, it would make sense. But because it's a closed computer system,
Yeah. That's an 11 to hit.
ooh, okay, gorgeous. So would you like to do the 2 damage, 4 damage, status effect, repositioning?
4.
What are you feeling? Alrighty.
4 damage.
Are you attacking the one that fell or the one that's been on the ground the whole time?
Whichever one hit me.
Okay. So right or left?
Right.
Great. All right. So you do 4 damage on the one that's been on the ground full time. Okay, both of the bugs are still up, but they're hurting quite a bit.
Okay.
They're bloodied if you want to steal from a different system. But yeah.
So
right.
who has moved on this turn?
So far, just Corey and Neek have moved.
Okay, so I would like to take my turn to. I would like to first use Concrud Resistance. I've built up immunity to the usual nastiness of conventions. When I gain a status effect, I can roll plus tough at the beginning of each of my turns to potentially end the effect.
Ooh, that's cool.
So that is a 9. So on a 10 plus, you shrug it off entirely and gain a saved immunity for the next time you are given a status effect. On a 7 to 9, you only end the current status effect. So basically, my stun
You're gone. It's gone.
gets taken up. And then I would like to I would like to work Amani, what do you do to attack in general?
I think she's mostly using in her head like stuff from Mortal Kombat, just like things she's seen, like different attacks. Like she's done like the Liu Kang spirit, like animality, the get over here moment. So it's anything from Mortal Kombat that she likes.
So as a combo, what I would like to do is, because she is stunned and cannot move, I would like to pick her up and move her to where she needs to go to attack.
Okay, sounds great.
And by doing that, I will give her a +1 to her roll.
Great. All right, so then that leaves Amani.
You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Extra plus one, so I think a +4 now.
Let's go.
Yes, +4 to hit.
Oh, plus
will
a
take
plus a 1
that
to hit because
down.
they're slowed.
So that's +5.
Uh-huh.
Got it. I love seeing that face on a GM.
Oh,
I
great.
forgot that they were slowed. I love that.
And thank God, because I needed that. I rolled a 5 on the dice, so that's 5 plus 5, which is 10.
Oh, fantastic. How much damage do you want to deal?
I'm gonna do the thing where I can add I'll add an extra 2 to do 4 damage to this guy.
All right, so right or left? Or either way, you're finishing one.
Let's do right first. So
Okay.
and then think what's a fun one from Mortal Kombat?
Hadouken!
I think I think like the scorpion like
Street
just
Fighter,
breathing
but yes.
fire on it. The scorpion breathing fire
Okay, yeah.
one on it, and then I am going to use overkill now because there's still another one to
Yes.
immediately attack the other one.
Yeah.
So that one will just be my regular +3, right? Instead of adding all the extra stuff.
They're also slowed, so you can add a +1 to that.
So +4. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
The minute you do the fire breath, I go, see? You and Corey do have something in common.
That's a 14.
Okay, great. How do you want to do this?
uh oh my god, there's so many good ones from Mortal Kombat. I
But if
think
you're doing a fire breath, you can just expand it.
oh yeah, just like I'm looking right and then I just turn left.
Like a
Right.
sprinkler?
Like I'm like holding Amani up, and she starts spitting out fire, and I'm just like just a flamethrower.
I'm a
Yeah.
flamethrower, a powder blue squirrel flamethrower.
Yeah.
So Corey, you see this like boust of flame off as you like get closer, seeing the hot breath coming from Amani as if they just ate 12 bags of flaming hot Cheetos, and the bugs dissipate again to the pixely abyss, and that ends your combat and gives Vita enough time for her to finish her hacking. Yes, Amelia, did you want to do something?
You know what? I was gonna do something, but then I remembered that we're just gonna go back in time once Vita is done. So instead of actually using my content creator abilities, she's just gonna go, man, if that would still be there tomorrow, that'd be such a good clip. So,
And then, as soon as Vita finishes, she'll say, all right, time to go back. And she clicks one button, and your consciousness flips over, and it's the beginning of the day all over again. Your ankle never got hurt. You never got the viral clips, unfortunately. You don't have to do that presentation yet. You can get your paper in on time.
Heck yeah!
woo! I'm down 70 subs because I got 70 during the original day.
But you know what? You can gain those back pretty easy.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
know what you are? You are authentically yourself.
Yeah. I just arrive, or all of you get text messages that say meet me at this place, and it's like a popular brunch restaurant.
Mhm.
And when you get there, right across the street from it is a building that says Flaming Squirrel Games and Cafe. And
I
I go, so I'm treating everyone to brunch, obviously, but I also thought this was a better way to show this off.
I do when Leela comes back to and realizes that they've redone the day, she's like, oh, thank God they don't have that clip.
Similarly, I think Amani is like, I didn't eat shit on that scooter.
The
And I
pains
think-
of having an IRL streamer friend.
I think Corey's like, maybe Neek won't ask me to be business partners with someone that hates me. And then they show up to brunch.
And next to the cute little cafe is also a brunch place called Wake, Egg, and Bake. And you guys have
Egg and bake.
a
Amazing.
beautiful amount of brunch. Mimosas, maybe, but you saved the day once again. And that's the end of our game of Static Block. Yay!
Yay! I would play a whole season of this.
Yes, I
Oh,
would
yeah.
too. I love these characters. I love this is great. You're
Well-
great. You're great, Green.
Maybe when the
Indeed.
game comes fully out, we'll do a sequel.
Hey, I would love to.
Corey XX Reactor Core XX making a comeback.
Authentique.
All right. So where can we find you, your beautiful faces? What projects do you have to plug? We're going to start here at the bottom this time with Aubrey.
You can find me on most things at Aubrey_Liliana with a crap ton of A's after it. I'm also on Dicescape primarily, playing a sad little robot. And I also do a lot of stuff with Hilarity Save, so you can also see me here. Love them. Also with Amelia as well on
Not
with
yet.
her stuff. Not yet, but in the future,
Soon.
Coming soon.
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 Yes, coming to a theater near you. And that's where you can find me.
Gorge. Okay, now Amelia, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Amelia Malcolm. You can find me everywhere at Disabled Dystopian. As far as where you can see me playing again, tomorrow at 4 p.m. from 4 to 7, I will be back with Creative Disarray on Road to Wrestle Deep. It's time for our first fight outside of the wrestling ring as I play a Goliath Oath of Vengeance Paladin, modeled after if Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair were the same person. Let's frickin' go. And then on Monday, you get to see something very interesting. See, on my screen, the person below me, but I'm not sure where they're at in the Twitch overlay, is going to be in the GM seat right here on Hilarity Save for Phase the Gaze, where we take down what's that dragon's name?
Rhaegal.
That's right, where we take down Rhaegal, the dragon who will be emulating Ronald Reagan. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to be multiple weeks. And this Monday is session 1. You don't want to miss it.
Woo! Speaking of which, Taylor, take it away.
Hello, party people. My name is Taylor. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Mercy_art. My home base is Hilarity Save RPG. I play Cecily Belgriam on Minds Never Matter. And like you heard, Monday, we're gonna bring the smackdown on Ronald Reagan the Dragon. So we are a charity stream, Treasures and Treason, Gaze and Phase. That I was raising money for Trans Lifeline. There will be plenty of little donations and incentives to mess with the game a little bit. There may or may not be a $50 surprise mimic donation, and I'm really hoping it happens. And we have so many lovely, wonderful people, including Amelia over there, telling this really wonderful story together. And I've put a lot of my heart and soul in it, and so have all the players. And I really hope you stop by and watch and enjoy.
All right, and Zoop.
Hi, I'm Zoop. My mom calls me Supriya. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me everywhere as Zoop Machine. One day I will update my card, but otherwise, sometimes I get messy on threads. You can find me most often on the podcast Game Master Monday. And in fact, on this coming Monday, we are releasing Can You Host, which is just about the gayest thing that I have ever seen. It is 4 very messy gays played by Arthurius, Keon, Miguel, and Justin. And
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
they
That sounds
basically
beautiful.
get very gay. I did cut out the multiple times that they apologized to Grant for how gay it got.
Never apologize.
Or how not just how gay, how horny. How horny
okay.
it got. But yeah, so that was a real pleasure. I think on maybe is it Streaming Rainbow? I forget. We're playing Orchid Delirium on Sunday on something. I don't know. I have a lot of channels. I show up on a lot of channels. But yeah, and if you like what I do, you can see me play a completely different kind of character when finally 20XX comes out, the last segment of the Valley.
Whoop, whoop.
Here on Hilarity Saves, and I think that's what I got. Follow me on on Threads, mostly just so that you can like it when I actually say something. Let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
Green, I forgot to plug some. I forgot to plug things. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Taylor.
July 3rd, I'm gonna be streaming with fuck, what are they? It starts with a D. It
We're
starts
all very
Diversity
busy
Saves.
people.
Diversity Saves. There's so many people that I put my little claws into in this universe. Diversity Saves. I'm streaming with Diversity Saves for Hot Librarians. So if you want to watch me be a Elle Woods librarian, please come by.
That sounds so fun.
And keep an eye out at Tabletop Misfits for the release of our Pendragon game. It is so juicy. It is so good. I've cried like 3 times. And I play a bitch. So please keep an eye out for that because I really enjoy that table very much. And also over on Roll Around and Find Out, you can find me on probably several campaigns by the time they release.
Whenever it happens.
Whenever they get out there, keep an eye out
Yeah.
for me over at for Roll Around and Find Out.
Yeah, that's me.
And Orchid Delirium is on Nerds with Dice.
There we
Nice.
go.
I was just with them earlier today.
Ah, fantastic. Wonderful. Look at all these beautiful, lovely people that you should definitely check out and click on their faces. So I guess I have to do mine now. Hi, I've been Green. I am known as a person sometimes and a Muppet the rest. And I am here on Hilarity Save RPG. I help run the streaming department. I do a lot of things. I am going to be on The Old Ways tomorrow playing Eat the Reich with a lovely cast of people killing a bunch of Nazis and raising money for what? Trans Lifeline again. So fantastic for Pride. And I'm super happy about that. Speaking of, our charity fundraiser for Trans Lifeline is live now. You don't have to wait for Fays and Gays to come out to donate. But, we will have donation incentives out when that game does get started. So keep an eye out for that. I'm very excited. That's going to be Mondays and Wednesdays throughout June and July because Pride is whenever the fuck we want it to be. Because gay rights matter all year round. Also, I will probably not be live streaming as much in the next 3 months. We'll see because I am a dirty, filthy liar. But I am trying to take a step back because I have in real life things to do, and I'm also recording stuff. You will see me around on the internet as at that green thing _ or at that green thing. I have a beacons. I update monthly. I do a lot of stuff with streaming Rainbow as well. I'm sometimes on Dungeon Dropouts. You can find me sometimes in the future with Game Master Monday, all that good stuff. People kind of yank me in on last minute stuff all the time. So just keep an eye on socials. And for the most part, I'm just here on Hilarity Saves. This is my home base, and just yell at me. Just yell at me. That's it.
Don't yell.
No,
Speak
I'm okay with that. I'm
respectfully.
half deaf. I need it.
Okay.
Yell only loving things.
Yeah, yell
Yes,
in a very
lovingly
respectful
yell.
way.
Respectfully.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Respectfully. Okay, so with that, thank you for watching. Really happy to be here. Check out Safe Mode Disabled. Their Kickstarter campaign is over, but you can still support them. So love you guys. Have a good night. Happy Pride.
Good night.